Hi everybody, Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy here. As always, thanks for joining me, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It's a pleasure to have you along. What are we talking about today? Well, as a PGA golf coach, I'm always interested in teaching aids and things which can help convey the right feel, the right message to my pupils, because let's be honest about it, teaching the golf swing sometimes can be difficult. Trying to change habits, old habits, bad habits can be difficult. Very difficult for the pupil sometimes to get the feel of what you want them to do. A lot of pupils of mine understand what the problem is, but they can't always change it. So, the more I teach this wonderful game of golf, the more I realise that a lot of it comes down to feel. Can you feel something different? If you can make that change in feel, then you can change the technique. So, training aid here, which has been out for quite a while, I believe, it's called the Perfect Release. I've seen it advertised for the last couple of years, and I've been meaning to buy one. So now and again, I sort of treat myself to a few new teaching ideas, and this was one of them. And what intrigued me about this, let's tell you the setup first of all. We have a band which just goes above the left elbow. It's velcroed so that we can strap that on. We have a bungee cord here, and we have an attachment which goes onto the club at the bottom, and this can be used on any club. And we put this onto our lead arm for a right-handed golfer, so on our left arm, and straight away as I go into my address position and put the club down into sort of the normal position, I feel some stretch, I feel some sort of resistance. Now, this teaching aid has got many ideas you can use it for. It's called the Perfect Release, so we would tend to assume that what it does is help you with release, and it does that. I'll come back to it, but it's got many other ways we can help on the backswing. Another bit of the golf swing which some of my pupils find difficult to do is the wrist hinge, wrist set, wrist cock, whatever you want to call that. So we're talking about this position here, where roughly halfway back on the golf swing, the left arm's gone comfortably straight, the right arm's folded, the wrists have hinged, and it's created this nice sort of 90-degree sort of wrist hinge. Some people would refer to this as the L shape, and so we get this cocking of the wrists. So this straight away, as I just sort of take my grip and set up and really just rotate my shoulders, if I can retain a little bit of tension here, it really gives me the feeling of setting the club. We could go down the line, have a little look at what that looks like then at the top. So I'm pretty much on a good plane here at the top of the swing. If I was getting a little bit upright, this thing just whacks me on the ear. As my left arm collapses, I lose all the tension. If I was to get maybe a little bit too flat, I'm exaggerating here, it's hitting my right shoulder. So a little bit of a reference point here as I sort of look up, I feel a bit of stretch here in the cord, where it also could be a good feel reference point. I get a lot of pupils who may put the club in a good position at the top and then change direction, commonly known as coming over the top. Well, again, as we put it into this point here and I start my downswing, again I can have a little look and a feel of where the cord is. I can sort of line that up, and I would probably tell my pupils to get the feeling that the cord staying a little bit more behind them rather than moving in front of them. So again, a nice sort of visual reference to help create that all-important feel to change the downswing. So lots of uses. And finally, I guess its main feeling here is to give you a feeling of what happens sort of in and through impact, this feeling of releasing the club. Now, a big topic of debate: what is release? Where does it come from? How is it started? And I'm sure lots of you guys and girls out there will have your opinions on how we create release. Is it created by the big muscles, or is it a combination of big muscles and little muscles? Put that to one side for a minute. This really just gives you a feeling of how everything works together and the arms release with the body. So, very interesting bit of kit, very simple, not much to go wrong on it. That's it really. I've no idea what it retails for in the States. Don't know. So I'd be interested to find out. from my American viewers how much these go for. It's got a website, as you'd expect, perfectrelease.com I think it's called. I think it's a great teaching aid. It does what a good teaching aid should do. It keeps it simple, it gives you feedback, and it gives you feel. So thoroughly recommend you guys and girls having a go at that. So thanks for watching. Perfect Release. Back with a few more reviews later on. Thanks for watching. All the best.